Imagine this. You're driving home late at night. Everything feels normal. Suddenly, flashing lights appear behind you. Your heart starts racing. You pull over. A police officer walks toward your car. And then comes the question. Where are you coming from? Now here's the real question. Do you answer? Or do you stay silent? Because in some situations, that one decision can make a big difference. In this video, we'll walk through a realistic scenario, and more importantly, you'll learn what your rights are, and how to handle this situation calmly and legally. This content is for educational purposes only, and laws may vary by location. Let's say, you're an ordinary person driving home after work. You haven't done anything wrong. But suddenly, a police officer pulls you over. You stop your car safely. The officer approaches. License and registration, please. You hand them over. Everything is going smoothly so far. Then the officer starts asking questions. Where are you coming from? Where are you going? Have you been drinking tonight? Now, these questions may seem simple. But here's something many people don't realize. You are not always required to answer them. In many places, including the United States, you have something called backhand index pointing right, the right to remain silent. This means you have the right to not answer questions that could potentially be used against you. So in this situation, instead of answering every question, you politely say, I prefer not to answer any questions. Notice something important here. You are not being rude. You are not resisting. You are simply choosing to stay silent. Now, the officer might react in different ways. They might repeat the question. They might seem confused, or even slightly annoyed. But that doesn't change your rights. Important clarification. However, there's something you must understand. Staying silent does not mean cross-mark ignoring lawful order. Cross-mark refusing to show ID where required. Cross-mark acting aggressively. You still need to heavy check mark stay calm. Heavy check mark follow legal instructions. Heavy check mark be respectful. Why silence matters. Here's why this matters so much. Anything you say can be misunderstood, taken out of context, or used as evidence. Even small mistakes in your words can create bigger problems later. Think about it. You might say something simple like, I just came from a friend's house. But then more questions follow. What friend? Where exactly? What were you doing? Now suddenly, a simple conversation becomes complicated. That's why many experts suggest, if you're unsure, it's safer to stay calm and limit what you say. A polite and simple response like, I choose to remain silent, is often enough. After checking your documents, if there is no legal issue, the officer may let you go. And because you stayed calm and didn't say anything unnecessary, you avoided potential complications. The key takeaway is this: knowing your rights doesn't mean being difficult. It means being aware and making smart decisions. So next time you find yourself in a situation like this, remember, heavy check mark stay calm. Heavy check mark be respectful. Heavy check mark know your rights. Because sometimes, saying less is actually protecting yourself more. If you want to learn more simple and important legal facts, subscribe to Unknown Rights. Because what you don't know can hurt you.